wrong viruses. Switch to built-in virus protection. Switch to Chromebook.
In May of 1941, the war had just begun. The Germans had the biggest ship that had the biggest guns. The Bismarck was the fastest ship that ever sailed the sea. On her decks were guns as big as steers and shells as big as trees.
Clues to the violent end of the Bismarck and the fateful decisions that led her here lie in the mangled wreckage far below the surface. Some 60 years later, 965 kilometers off the coast of France, an international team prepares to make the first manned dives to the Bismarck. On board the expedition vessel, 2 German veterans of the Bismarck return to one of the most traumatic moments of their life.
The situation is bleak, but in May 1941, still just sustainable. However, the German plan for Bismarck, Operation Rheinebum, is to escape the British naval blockade on Germany and make her way into the North Atlantic, free to prey on merchant shipping at range with her H-15-inch guns. And with 320mm thick belt armour, there's nothing the convoy escorts can do about it. If successful, Bismarck could deal a damaging blow to the British war effort. After skirting the Norwegian coast, Bismarck arrives at Bergen with her escort heavy cruiser Prinz Eugen for a final resupply. The Royal Navy surface fleet dominates the North Sea, so they hope to remain undetected. They never see the Coastal Command Spitfire that spots them, and return German recon flights over Scapa Flow show the British fleet still anchored. Vice Admiral Gunther Lütjens has no reason to believe the British know of their whereabouts, and the 2 German ships sail north. The Spitfire returns the photographs of Bismarck, and the Royal Navy deploys its first forces to find her. British battleship HMS Prince of Wales, battlecruiser HMS Hood, and 6 destroyers slip their moorings and set sail into the Atlantic. HMS Hood, jewel of the Royal Navy, the most powerful ship in the world for 20 years, is about to meet her match. Other ships
1941. Dawn. 2 lethal German warships race through the frigid waters of the North Atlantic. The heavy cruiser Prinz Eugen leads the formation. Behind her looms a fortress of guns and steel, battleship Bismarck. Bismarck, the largest warship afloat, is on her maiden voyage, a top-secret mission, codenamed Exercise Rhine. Unknown to the Germans, 30 miles to the southeast, 2 British ships steer an intercept course at full speed. The battleship Prince of Wales and the pride of the British Navy, HMS Hood. At 5:37 a.m., 14 miles from the Germans, Hood shoots first. The shells land off Prinz Eugen's starboard bow. A salvo from Prince of Wales quickly follows. The British shells miss their mark. British armor-piercing shells plunge into the sea. Huge columns of water erupt around the German ships, but Admiral Lütjens holds his fire. The British blast away.